Now, it's an isekai.
You're kidding.
Hey, don't click off the video, since this anime that I want to talk about is actually amazing. It was recommended to me by my friend, and I don't think I've ever gotten a better anime recommendation in my life. Naturally, it's hard to believe that watching a show called Uncle from Another World would be that much of an enjoyable experience. But truth of the matter, witnessing all the stupid bullshit the show was presented to me every step of the way made me laugh out loud more times than I probably did in the past several months. And I have no doubt that anyone can find it funny and entertaining to some extent. The reason for that is it's pretty easy to get in the main character's shoes. This anime may be an isekai, but not really, since we're gonna be following 20-year-old Takafumi and his 34-year-old uncle in a real world. Yes, uncle can talk to the spirits and cast spells and raise memories and replay memories and fly and shapeshift and get invisible and make illusions and all that, but he's not about to become a superhero. He's gonna live a normal life with some slight exceptions.
I'll be back.
Waking up from a 17-year-old coma, Uncle's completely out of loop. His family fell apart, world changed so many different ways, and Sega stopped making consoles. But having magic powers definitely can help him to get back on his feet. And what's a better way to use otherworld magic in a world without it?
We started by uploading videos to YouTube.
That's a solid choice, if I say so myself. Not to say that it's an easy job, since it definitely takes a lot of effort to make it work and comes with its own share of nuisances, but there's nothing Uncle can't handle. Some people might be trolling him, some people might look down on him, some people might try to make him change, but our uncle will keep doing what he's good at. He'll keep entertaining people, which is just as important or basically the same as saving lives.
We're saving thousands, you're saving one.
And if anyone gets to question his job, it is a job, because he has an ad contract with YouTube that makes it official. Now you might be wondering, what about this guy? Where's my beloved fantasy world with cute anime girls and goblins and cute anime girls and what else is it? Don't worry, the world of Grand Bahamut takes up a big part of this anime. After all the hard work filming and uploading a video, Takafumi, his childhood friend Sumika and uncle get to enjoy some memories from the other world.
Let's freaking go!
Well, enjoy might be a bit of an exaggeration, but it's definitely interesting to see what uncle's up to.
Icarus, Elrond.
Like this, or this, skip this, skip, or this, or this. Basically, Orcface did not. Uncle. Uncle did not have a great time there. Each and every time he was meeting someone new,
Orc.
and sometimes people he's already met,
Damn you, goblin!
he was perceived as an orc or some kind of a monster.
Thank you very much.
On paper it's not that funny, right? I'm not gonna sit here and be like, he's ugly, LMAO. But what's great about this joke and many others along the way is how it's presented to us in this particular anime. One time it could be a simple banter right in front of the victim. Come on, he's clearly on the goblin side. Yeah, he might not be an orc, but he's definitely closer to a monster than a person.
Guys?
Some other time people give themselves up to save their family. And sometimes his ugliness is so unbearable that a desire to kill him comes out instinctively. My, how unsightly. It's very clear to me that you're an evil orc. So ugly, an ugliness that cannot go without punishment. Where did that knife come from? What? What am I doing? Strictly speaking, we keep making fun of how ugly Uncle is. Yet still every encounter is funny in some way. The same goes with unemployed girl whose whole thing is that she's broke, or this girl whose whole thing is that she's a tsundere. You just know that the anime is actually funny when it makes scenes with tsundere funny. This anime manages to always keep things fresh because, first, it has a great style to it that allows anime as a form of media to shine the brightest. Second, it has great voice acting that perfectly translates how dead serious and genuine characters are. And third, it has a great pacing that allows every joke to land and show its full potential. Every bit has many sides to it that make it actually worthwhile. And the same goes for people. You might be chopped, I get it, but it's not all there is to you. Take Uncle for example, he's actually a pretty chill guy. He's never resorted to violence when there were other options available, he's never taken any insults from people to heart, he's always been honest, he's always been caring. His first solution to every conflict was always to talk it out, he's tried to help others countless times just because. I could go on and on. Throughout his journey of constant doom and despair, Uncle has always stayed kind, and with that managed to make good friends. Even the fact that he has magic is thanks to him being friendly with the spirits. No matter what hardships he was facing on his journey to find the way home, he's always been true to himself, because that's what real strength is. Uncle spent years of his life playing video games. He was grinding them day and night, fighting to beat rent and never giving up. Yeah, he might be a total nerd with no understanding of social interaction that more often than not lead him to be a scary creep. But at the very least, he's mentally strong like no other. He's been pushed around, ostracized, almost beheaded, almost burnt alive, almost hung, almost buried alive time and time again, but it never broke his spirit. Uncle always kept his favorite motto close to heart, and if you forget for a moment that this motto comes from a video game guide, it's actually really hard.
A crisis is an opportunity.
Just when you think you're done for, and you feel the negative energy flowing toward you, don't worry, you can turn things around by changing that energy direction. That's why it's important to fight like hell until the bitter end. No matter how tough it is, you'll do it. I love how the series keeps providing different important life lessons through this objectively weird guy, because on every occasion he serves as a great example that you can take seriously if you want, but at the same time it's really not that deep. One minute Uncle can be teaching you how important it is to stay true to yourself and live your life the way you want, and the next moment he tells you to forget about everyone and stay in your room, as long as that's what you want. One minute Uncle could be profoundly talking about the value of human life, but as soon as the argument doesn't go his way... Shut up! Please stop! Almost 11 years ago, my village... Shut up! One minute Uncle could be spitting facts about people always pushing their ideals onto others without even trying to understand one another. Yet it all comes down to him saying, "Don't make me go outside." This simple truth of life that Uncle is always trying to talk about can easily slip our minds in day-to-day life. So whenever they're being brought up in an anime like this, it always feels personal and makes an original world with Takafumi and others feel real. Not only this, but there are also a bunch of references to real-life stuff like games, anime, manga, TV, social media and all that stuff.
Are the bills really that high?
Uncle literally was bringing up Evangelion when talking about how relationships work. Or other time when Sumika sent Takafumi her beach photo saying, "A gift for you, from middle school." My first and only thought was, oh hell nah, delete that shit. And you know what he did? He deleted that shit. Takafumi is not playing around.
I like fixing your own girl!
All those moments that add the authenticity of the world, all those unadulterated interactions between these grown adults, all the things that to all intents and purposes make sense, allow for all the absurd stuff that happens here and now or in the memories of the fantasy world to be that much funnier. Uncle from Another World is an amazing watch all things considered. This series has a fantastic cast of characters, comprehensive, easy to understand, and yet nonetheless interesting plot, a very reasonable and valid pacing, and as a cherry on top, beautiful fan service. As a comedy anime, it does everything it needs to and more, so please do yourself a favor and go watch this show. But before you go, I have a favor to ask of you. I really want you to comment under this video. Please leave your thoughts on the anime or video itself or whatever you want. And of course, thank you for watching.